What's up, everybody? So today, so today, what happened was that here I sat at the church at exactly 11 a.m. and I saw that here there was a support. So I saw this candle. What happened was I was waiting for this candle's high to be broken. So this I didn't enter on this candle closure. Ideally, I should have entered here because there was a support, price approach support, took all the liquidity. I don't trade liquidity, but just to add some other confluence as well, I can also say that it took liquidity before this support and it formed a good solid bullish M30 candle on support. So basically, I was waiting for this high to be broken. Okay, so the move happened so violently that I couldn't execute right over here. I couldn't execute, and when I saw the price was already somewhere over here, so then I said, "Oh, ah, shit! I just missed the trade." And then basically, what happened was that then I didn't enter. So price kept on moving, kept on moving, kept on moving. I was waiting for this entire move. And ideally, at this point, 4 hours looking bearish. One daily was also looking bearish. So that was also another reason for me to not take this trade on this candle closure. Okay, so and plus you can see that there was a downtrend over here as well. So what I was visualizing in my mind that okay, here there is a rejection, here there is a rejection on this side, on this side. What price will do, it will retrace a bit, it will create some sort of a resistance, and then it will drop more. That was my visualization, which was wrong. Okay, that didn't play out today. So then I waited for this entire move. Gold kept on moving, kept on moving, and as soon as this candle was formed, this was a rejection wick or over here above this resistance. Initially I marked this resistance when price was moving from here. This was my marked resistance, but it it broke this as well. So then it formed a rejection wick over here. So I then moved my resistance over here. So now, as soon as this candle was closed, I executed on when this candle broke this low. Okay, when the next bearish M30 broke the previous M30's low, that's where I executed. You can see on the MT5 as well, where I have executed my trades. So what happened was that right after it broke this low, I executed. I was slipped a bit, but here I executed and price, and this was my SL. SL was a bit larger, but that's what it is. So price kept on like here I executed. Price went in profits. The it like I was up 3% at one point, but I didn't exit because I wanted 4%. My TP was set, and I just kept on trailing my stop losses, and then eventually got stopped out. But here there are two big things. Here you guys can see this was a trade. I executed as soon as this low I executed as soon as this low was broken. I got slipped a bit. Here is where I actually executed, and from here price gave a price gave a 62 63 pip move in my favor, and then it eventually reversed back. Okay, so now here there are two mistakes which I identified in this trade. Now let me tell you guys. First of all, I was screen recording this trade when this trade was actually running. It is somewhere over here. Let me this is the screen recording of this trade. So this YouTube channel is basically for me. I don't care about the subscribers, about the views over here. I don't even put any thumbnail, or I don't even put some fancy title. This is just a trading journal for me. So that is what I'm journaling right over here. So this video was a screen recording of this trade. So I executed right over here, and then price went in some profits. It then retraced a bit, and then it started moving into profits, and then it moved, kept on moving. Here things are looking so clean, right? Here there is when I was seeing this trade right over here, I was saying that there is no chance for me to not achieve another TP here, but who knows? Who knows? These two words are really important. Who knows? This kept on moving, kept on moving, kept on moving, and it came so close. Now right over here, you guys can see that I was up around 3% here. I was up around 3% on my $5,000 account. So I was up around $150 over here. Ideally, I should have. See, now you guys can see that here there is my TP right over here, and here I'm actually running. So if I had closed my trade over here and it would have eventually hit my TP, then I would have thought that why didn't I let my winners run? I should have let my winners run. But today this was a Monday as well, so I should have closed this, but I didn't close. I was saying that no, I will only close when it will hit my take profit. So this was the this was the last this was the maximum profit it showed me. Now there are two major flaws in this trade, in the trade management. If I if I saw profits and I saw massive profits, I saw 3%, I was 3% up at one point, there should be no chance for me losing this trade, man. Why the hell did I lose money on this? Either I should have exited at break even, or I shouldn't have lost on this trade. That is what is pissing me off right now. So this went and then it started retracing and then it came back to my entry, and then it started to retrace again, and then I trailed my stop loss over here. So now how much was I losing? Wait. When I trailed my stop loss, how much was I losing? Wait. So I initially this was my stop loss, and then I trailed my stop loss, right? Yeah. So when did I trail my stop loss? Okay, this is the point where I trailed my stop loss, because I saw that I went to the 5 minute time frame and then I trailed my stop loss. Here I'm not. This is just a screen recording. I'm not moving my mouse anywhere. This is a screen recording. I trailed my stop loss, and then I kept this trade running. This point I was losing around $70 at this point. After that, what happened? After that, okay, so I saw these profits. The price started retracing a lot, and I just trying to skip this. Price started retracing. So then what happened? Okay, so at this point, I then trailed my stop loss to this high, which was really good. This was the best trade management till this point. Now at this point, I was losing around $34, which is good. Which is good. I'm losing less. I am making $200 and I'm losing $34, which is good. Which is great. But if you see again, if you see again that at this point the next this candle, it closed with a very weak body, so that meant that the volume is dying up, and at this point I should have trailed my stop loss even more. I should have trailed it to this high, so that I would have lost even less. So what happened again, that this candle went, it broke this low. Yes, it broke this low and it didn't went in my direction. Then let me show you guys. It came right over here. It broke this low. I'm gonna zoom this shit in MT5 and I'm gonna show you guys that this actually broke this low. If I'm gonna zoom it a lot, you guys can see that this was the previous candle's low, this is this low. So it actually broke this low. So at that point there was no logic for me to close this trade, because I was seeing another confluence in my favor that the next candle has started to break the previous low. So I was saying, at this point I was saying there's no chance of me not hitting my TP today. Like, I was so confident on this trade at this point. What happened then? It it broke that low and it went up. Now at this point, my stop loss is trailed over here. It should have been trailed to this level, to this high, and I did not do this. I don't know why I didn't see this. I went somewhere. This trade was running, and then I went somewhere to distract myself to avoid psychological battles. So I went somewhere to just for this trade to just run, which was bad. I shouldn't have done that. I should have trailed this. I should have managed, because if I would have managed this, I would have exited somewhere at break even. Yeah, I wouldn't have lost on this trade. See, there's no point. There's no sense. Like if you're in profits, if you're up 3%, then why the hell did you lose this trade? I'm angry on myself on this shit. Why the hell did I lose on this? Ah man. So it eventually went, and it then I should have trailed it over here, because if the candle is retracing and it's breaking its high, then the trade is over. Why did I wait for this high to be broken? I just don't know that shit. See, now it went, it broke this high. Ideally, this should be my exit point. This should have been my SL, but it wasn't. It was upon this wick, and it went and it broke that high as well. So now I exited at a loss of $34. You guys can see on my MT5 right over here, $35 was lost today on this trade. Uh, I'm on this trade. Actually, I like, if you see the RR ratio, I was it was 1.5, I think. And okay, so what happened basically, that on Mondays I would have normally exited on this RR, but what happened was I was 4% up on my account, and if I would have achieved $200 today, then my phase one would have been cleared. So that was that. Because of that, I didn't close this trade, because I was just trying to push it a bit more. So I entered over here. My SL was somewhere over here. Over. Just wait a second. My SL was somewhere over here. It was a 53 pip SL, and my TP was somewhere over. How much did it went in my favor? I'm just trying to check that. Okay, so it was 1.3. It went 1 to 1 basically. Okay, so this was the trade. Okay, so now the other thing which I am trying to identify is that, see, now this is the trade I was done. Bad trade management, and bad bad br- like, I didn't follow my plan, because on Monday I usually exit on 1:1, because it's the start of the week. I want to be in profits for the rest of the week, and on Tuesday I like to risk the profits I've made on Monday, so that actually boosts my mental a lot. So when I'm in a trade, I'm saying I am like really safe, because I have just made profits on Monday. So the rest of the week it's easier for me. So that is my plan, that I book profits on Mondays earlier. So now, if you see, one other mistake which I have identified right over here is that, okay, fine, this was a resistance. Ideally, the price should have dropped from this. But if you see, this was an uptrend as well. This is an uptrend. It's making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This is still a higher low. This candle is still a higher low. It just came back to make some support. That was it. And this is where I messed it up. I shouldn't have like, I don't think that this is that big of a conference, because I have taken trades just by using support resistance, and those have been turned out winners. So yeah, but if you lose a trade, then there are a lot of things. I just think that this wasn't like, probability hit me or what. But no, but this is actually a bad. I think this is somehow a bad rate. I would rate this, because see, there is a higher highs and higher lows being formed, and I am taking a short from this support. Okay, but that happens every time. Like, if you see over here as well, these were lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Okay, but then it broke the trend. It made a higher high and a higher low. Oh yeah. So one more thing which I have understood today is that whenever there are two, like, see here, what is the difference for me buying over here? If I would have bought over here, I would be in profits, and if I when I sold over here, I'm not in profits. So what is the difference over here? The difference is that, see, this this was a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this is a downtrend. When this candle was formed as a support, this was a higher high, higher than the previous high, and there was a higher low. It was a higher low than the previous candle's low. So on this candle, the trend was changed. First confluence, the second confluence was that this was a bullish candle formed on support. So these were two confluences, and these were enough for me to execute right over here. I should have executed right over here, but I did not. I don't know why. I hesitated a bit as well because my psyche was a bit disturbed because I was just trying to hurry and just trying to clear my phase one as soon as possible. So yeah, this was something bad. But if you see over here, this was a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and it's still a higher low. This is still a higher high. This is the trend has not changed on this candle, and I executed on this candle. This is bad. This was a bad trade. I shouldn't have done this trade in the first place. I'm recording this video so that I can be reminded again and again whenever I see these trades, these type of trades, I know where I have messed it up. Thank you guys. So right now, if I just show you my funding pips, so I have lost 0.5% today, close to 0.5%. I have lost over. Let me just refresh this shit. Okay, I have lost over $35 today. So not that bad, but yeah, man. When you're in profits and you lose, it feels really bad, and I'm feeling really bad right now. So this was a trade, and I'm just gonna clear this tomorrow. I'm gonna risk 2% tomorrow, make around 4.5%. With a risk to reward of 2.5, I'm gonna exit. That's gonna be my game plan for tomorrow. For me, whenever I am trying to pass challenges, my risk strategy is always aggressive because you're not making profits on these accounts anyways. So yeah, man. Uh, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video in the next trade recap. Bye bye. Feeling disappointed, man. I shouldn't have lost this trade, bro. Because just see this over here. If I would on the video, if you guys just see over here. So here, if you guys can see, if I would have trailed myself on this high, then I would have exited at break even, and I was fine with that. See, you're in 3% profits, and then you are exiting. Your stop loss is being hit. This is so bad. And if you guys really see this was just a retracement to create support, and I went short on this. So this was also bad. So yeah, I learned a lot from this trade. But one thing which I have started to realize, and I have started to observe a major difference in my trading is that since I have started to trade live, I have started to stop like back testing a bit. I've started to focus on live trades more, being in that being in that trade, battling with your psyche and battling with your mental, including the trade. That really teaches you. Like, see, uh, the disappointment I am like feeling right now, the regret I am feeling right now, this is gonna make me profitable in the long term, and this is basically a test for me, and it's basically a preparation for me to actually go and see big profits in the long run. So man, so this is the kind of lessons you get when you're trading live, because in backtesting you're just skipping candles, and that doesn't really teach you. Because see, backtesting your data and trading live are like absolutely two different things. Because whenever your emotions get involved, and whenever your mental health starts to get like, man, then wow, man, my mental health is going bad right now. Because this shit is pissing me off. Why the hell did I not trail my SL? Okay, fine. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna make this to 8%, and then I'm gonna freaking pass this phase one. How many trades have I taken on this account? I've taken one. This shows you three trades, but this was actually one trade. One trade, two trades. Here there were two trades on this day. One, two, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I have taken around 16 trades. Shit mean, shit mean, shit mean, shit mean, shit mean. जुदा हो के भी तू मुझ में कहीं बाकी है, पलकों में बन के आंसू तू चली आती है, जुदा हो के भी। न जाने कब से उम्मीदें कुछ बाकी है, मुझे फिर भी तेरी याद क्यों आती है, न जाने कब से। टिंग 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 बजे, टिंग टिंग बजे। And I can see a potential setup over here. See, but I'm not gonna take this trade. But if you guys see, there's a resistance over here. There is higher higher low, lower, sorry, lower high, lower low, lower high, and there's a clean edge for the price to move down. There's an M30. Okay, so sorry, this is an M15 candle. I just fuck this shit up. I'm gonna trade the chart, close the charts. I'm gonna just go and study something because I have my papers. I'm not studying there for that as well. Just gonna upload this video, journal my trades into this register. I have journaled all my trades on this funding account. These are all my journal trades. This is the trade, this trade, this trade. I don't know why I'm showing you guys this thing. I'm gonna see these videos when once I have become exponentially profitable and I'm a millionaire, and then I'm gonna see these videos. I wanna remind myself that, bro, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now we here.